You love Fangoria.
Thank you. So for summer, for one bad summer, as bad as it may be, it's still summer. We're going to do the Bangoria Horror Spectacular. It's not actually dated. Starting in 1990, they had a subset of poster magazines. So the articles were sort of condensed. There wasn't a lot of their typical things. They didn't have the Dr. Cyclops thing. They didn't have a lot of the news and notes. It was just little short articles and then a pinup to punctuate the article. So they were just poster magazines, and they would come out every once in a while. We have several, including the very first one. Assume it's from 1990, and they typically come with 8 posters. So let's just look at some posters. This is the very first one. The very first issue, I should say. We got RoboCop versus... What am I looking at here? Darkman?
I think so.
I think that, for them anyway, this was the big horror movie of 1990. I don't know if I agree with that, but they seem to like this one a lot.
I don't know about this one. I don't know.
Don't like it?
I've seen parts of it, and it doesn't really stay with me.
Still pushing the sci-fi angle. But, like I said, they were struggling in the 90s. They didn't know what to make of anything. In hindsight now, I like the 90s a lot because of just that very reason. Because it was so weird that you really you couldn't just encapsulate it the way they could in the 80s. That one's good.
Yeah.
These dimensions are so weird, but you can fill a room with these. He had so many he had so many costumes. He was like Alf. You put him in any outfit. Versus, you know who that is?
No.
You'd be surprised when I tell you, or maybe you won't be surprised. You probably won't be surprised. That is Doug Bradley in Nightbreed.
Oh, there's another movie I don't care for.
No, the movie it was disappointing. I haven't seen the director's cut yet. I don't think that'll help it. I love the concept of it. I love the Beetlejuice-ness of it. But it was dull.
It was very
It had a
dull.
lot of great stuff in it. Great makeup. It's a great sort of ambience to it. I love the Cronenberg character in it and his whole look. It's a great Halloween costume. The movie was just like a snore. Too bad.
Yeah, it was. It was wicked boring.
We got a twofer here. I love the vegetable gremlin. He doesn't get enough.
I like him too. He's colorful.
Yeah, he is. He's cool looking. It's hard to pick a favorite. We did that once, I think. I chose the bat.
Yeah, you did. I like the smart one.
You like this? You like the smart one? I don't think that's what you said before. But that's who you choose.
Yes.
Tales from the Dark Side, Mummy.
Yes. Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth.
One of the best mummy stories. Best cinematic mummy stories of all time.
Yeah.
Total Recall?
Yeah.
What an odd... Well, whenever there's makeup effects, they're on top of it. It's a big Verhoeven year. Or at least, I don't know why you didn't do the other RoboCop, but... versus Frankenhooker.
Oh wow, we had a Frankenhooker poster this whole time.
We have a Frankenhooker poster. This is the fun of this. These things are little treasure chests of wall art, and they just sit there in a stack, and you don't know they're there, but there they are.
You didn't know, or did you know?
Maybe not. Maybe intellectually, but just not, like... Anything that comes with posters, we usually just leave them with the thing, whether it's a special DVD or a vinyl album. Like, well, we'll just leave it as part of the package, because you can't hang everything. Moving on, we have the second one. This one actually is actually very helpful. This one has an entire Monsters episode guide.
Wow, there were a lot of episodes too.
Yes, and so this one actually has some substance to it. And hopefully there should be some Monsters pinups as well. This would be, Savini's
Yep, Night Living Dead.
Great bolo tie. Versus Highway to Hell.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
That is cool.
Should have had her sign that.
Yeah, I know. That's a good one. That's the thing with conventions now. You get your hands on these and you got yourself some ready-made art that's a little off-center from an 11 by 17 that you pick up there at the convention. You get one of these.
Or bringing just an original theater poster.
Yes. This is something put together by Fangoria has a lot more impact. And they're always pleased to see something that's a little different than what they're used to. This would be Swamp Thing from the Swamp Thing the series.
That was popular, I feel like.
Was it?
Yeah.
I wasn't even aware of it. There was a Swamp Thing cartoon that I was peripherally aware of because they had action figures, and I got the action figures because I associated with them with the Wes Craven Swamp Thing and sort of bypassed the cartoon stuff. Versus Miss Quigley.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
We got a good one, though.
We got the better one. Jesus. This is a 4-panel one? The hell is this?
I don't know. It's really graphic, though.
Reanimator?
Really?
I don't know. I have no idea. Just some glue. What an odd piece of art. Imagine just hanging this.
I know.
And people come over and be like, what? What's this? What's this? Put this in your kitchen.
That's so cool.
It is. Is this from Monsters? What is this from?
I don't know, but it's wicked neat.
I think there's a key. But a plug for Reeboks. Boy, those were big around this time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember British Knights?
Yes.
BK?
Yes.
BKs? Okay, so what we just looked at was Bride of Reanimator and Monsters. So that was from Monsters.
Interesting.
I feel like we've seen all of those, but it didn't jump out at me immediately as to what it was from. Some actual art. Let's see. Sort of generic. I guess it could be part 3, but...
definitely not 1, though.
No, but I said it's generic enough that it could be any of them. The guy from Child's Play. I don't know his name.
Charles Lee Ray.
Charles Lee Ray. Thank you. When that came out, my sister was dating a guy named Chucky. And so, there's a movie with a Chucky in it.
She married that guy. Did they really call him Chucky?
Uh-huh. That's what he went by.
And it evolved to Chuck?
Well, when you get older and more dignified. He changed that. Take note, Johnny Depp.
John Depp.
John Depp. I'm John Depp. Horror Spectacular #3. It's a good cover. It's a great cover.
Yeah. Well, because he's
You just
such
put him
a
in
delightful
He
icon.
is. He's so nice, isn't he?
Yes.
He's so sweet. Just love him. Oh. Get a frame for that. That's nice.
Yeah.
I said, like, he's sort of the... I mean, there's no real monster in that movie, but if you had to pick one...
Yeah.
He's got 24 frames of screen time, maybe. It's like that. It's like it's the most memorable thing. It's just so bizarre. Versus Pete.
Nice. Sorry. What?
I was gonna say P2 with Wes Bentley.
Nice pose. It looks like he's surfing. He put a surfboard under his feet.
I know. Well, how do you pose as the Predator? Really? But they got the colors right. This is the color scheme I think of. Fake Kathy Bates' head.
It's really messed up.
It is messed up. There's another one like you'd hang this, huh? But just this. Don't have any other art on your walls. Just hang this. When people come over. It's like, oh, that's Kathy Bates' latex head. You don't know what that is? Get out! I think we had an extra copy, an extra issue of this one because my mother had this on her bedroom wall. So I know this image well. She had this hung up for a while. Funny, I wonder if she knew that Kathy Bates, because she loved Stephen King as much as she loved Thomas Harris and she loved Misery. Still though, why would you hang this? This is just this is a celebration of the makeup effects people, which is what Fangoria was all about. A little collage one here, sort of the best part of the TV version
and
versus
then the worst
part of the TV version.
Yeah.
And you look at it, and you know that, gosh, they put this looks nice here. They put some nice work into it, but as far as translating onto the TV screen, it just wasn't working.
It didn't work for the new one either. They failed twice with that.
They failed twice, yes. You know what it reminds me of? Like The Thing. Carpenter's The Thing is such a great movie. And then this sort of monstery battles at the end. Nobody remembers that. That was like the worst. That was the absolute worst part of that movie.
Yeah.
The one that he blows up with the dynamite. Like, I don't remember that big animated thing. That was horrible. Same with this. Versus, who am I looking at? Dark Shadows. A Dark Shadows update.
Oh, I didn't know that. Was it a series or was that a film?
I believe it was a series. I missed it. I was busy. I was busy on that day. Was that The Gigs? Dr. Giggles? Maybe? Possibly? No? Maybe not.
It doesn't look like him, though.
No, it doesn't. What the hell is this? This is from The Dead Pit.
I've never heard of it. Who is he?
I don't know. We don't know about horror films, really. We don't know anything about that. Versus this from the Tales from the Crypt episode.
Oh, yes, I know which one you mean.
The one where we learn the origins of the Crypt Keeper?
Yes.
Which
because he was the baby, right?
He was the baby, yes. He was a freak baby, and I liked it when I just thought he was just a corpse.
Yes.
Stories, and not that it was actually looked like that his whole life.
Yeah, I know. That's so stupid.
And people and Fango really loved that episode. Like, oh wow, great, an origin story, because people are so fucking lame when it comes to origin stories. They love explanations for things. God, I hate people. Bangoria Horror Spectacular #6. We're missing some.
Okay.
We've gone from 3 to 6. Children of the Night.
Um,
They were pushing this for a few issues. I don't know this.
I don't either.
This piece of pop.
It's a cool poster, though.
It is. Well, versus.
Oh, wow. There's some ink there.
Gotta get that Loretta. It's the love of my life. No longer with us. Chopped her up into 52 pieces. This, we didn't need this. I wish it just could have been the whole.
No, I know.
The whole
I know.
thing.
Why? See where it just completely lines up?
The
Where it
picture.
just... you just put him sitting on some water.
Yeah, exactly. All I remember that it was always sold out at the wherever I bought posters from. I wanted the original poster, and it was always sold out. And this is just so compromised to me. I love the solid
know.
white background,
Me too.
but we're missing everything.
Yeah.
I mean, where's fucking Thing? Thing was my favorite because he's somewhere down here at the bottom, but
Yeah.
we don't get him on this. And all this negative space over here, this is sort of wasted a little bit. They must have struggled with this. We're like, well, let's try to put it this way. It's like, well, we can't really fit everything. Frogtown 2? There's a Frogtown 2?
I guess so.
Starring Robert Zadar, apparently.
Is that a game movie?
A gay movie?
Game.
No. I'm gonna guess it's a sequel to Hell Comes to Frogtown with Robbie Piper.
Oh, right.
I think. I could be talking out of my ass. I don't know what Frogtown 2 is. I'm gonna guess that's what it is.
That's right.
It's a sequel.
Very
to
good guess.
Hell Comes to Frogtown.
You're probably right. Can you see where I would have thought it was a video game movie?
Video game movie? Well, you know, like
Well, 'cause
Battletoads, you mean?
Look at this guy and
Well,
this
yeah.
font and
Well,
title.
yeah. Because of Battletoads, but also because there's a strong Bob Hoskins Super Mario vibe going
Yes.
on. Yeah. Finger waggling Robert Patrick versus their fucking Cronenberg ejaculations that they would constantly have. So you got two. Directorial effort and you got his acting effort. In one big, long, 4-panel poster.
My feelings on Naked Lunch are so complicated. I like watching it every 8 years.
I could go longer.
And then I like certain parts of it a lot, and other parts are like so boring to get through. Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. My feelings in his work is very complex. Much more complex than the movies he makes. Tales from the Dark Side. The show is... Oh, is this... It looks like... I didn't even notice. Tales from the Dark Side episode guide. I love this. So useful for that kind of stuff. I think this is the one with Christian Slater in it. Not the movie, the show, the episode where he was a kid.
Oh.
And his uncle or grandfather, I can't remember, was dead but wouldn't accept the fact that he was dead, so he just kept deteriorating. I think that's what this one is from. Versus... Oh, you know who that is? That's Jerry Stiller from Tales from the Dark Side, where he played a sort of like radio host that was like an asshole and complained all the time, and eventually it consumed him, and he turned into this sort of monster physically. I think that's what this one is. So this is a two-sided Tales from the Dark Side one to celebrate their episode guide, and as is so cool. I mean, nowadays you could do whatever, Wikipedia this, and you get your own episode guide. But here it is, tangibly and with photographs and just beautifully fucking illustrated. Go from horror spectacular 6, 2 horse spectacular 8. So we got some holes to fill.
Yeah, we do.
There's an important one. Getting really into the 90s now. 8 gruesome pinups. They're changing their font in an attractive way.
I just watched that. She's real funny. She's really, really funny in it. They both are. It's a good movie.
Guyver.
What is that?
It's like MacGyver, but without the
The Mick.
without the Mick. Is that a what the hell is that? A full moon movie? Is it a
maybe?
I think so. I don't know. Too sci-fi for me. Ooh, very nice. Boy, he fills up a poster nice. Huh?
Yeah.
Perfect physique. I'm sold. I'd go see this Hellraiser movie based on that.
Yeah. Ooh, that looks scary.
Versus a Larry Drake poster. That's his name. For is this Dr. Giggles? I don't know what this is. It is?
It is.
That's how he that's his wardrobe. That's their Dr. Giggles poster. It's kind of blah. Where's the scalpel? Where's the blood?
I don't know if that specifically is Dr. Giggles.
That's what I'm saying. What is this from specifically? Well, what else would they put this from? It's not. This isn't. I don't think this is Darkman or Tales from the Crypt. Who knows?
We gotta get it.
Who knows? That's why I love these posters. Sometimes they would just choose the weirdest imagery that just
like Kathy Pace's.
Like Kathy Pace's
fake head. Oh, that's nice.
It is nice. I had the actual. They released this as an actual poster of the wolf face, and I had it. But this is so nice. This sort of green tinge with the red.
Man, this was like my favorite movie when this came out.
Versus To Sleep with a Vampire. Not as prominent as the Francis Coppola outing.
It sounds hot.
Huh?
It sounds hot.
It's hot. Wait, as hot as Gary Oldman?
No.
No. We're in a full moon. Okay, full moon. It's a full moon deal. We'll give them a pass. They're doing their best. Sorry, Charlie. An innocent blood movie, don't we?
Yes.
We want what's her name? We don't want Robert Oja.
But that's awesome. That's an awesome poster, man.
Versus.
What's that?
TV's most terrifying island. Oh, I remember reading about this. Like some bullshit, like an early Lost kind of deal.
Oh, really?
Where a bunch of I can't remember. It had an interesting cast too. I didn't watch it. I just read the shit out of it. Read about it. I can't phrase it right.
Read the shit out of it?
I just read about it. To the shit.
You read about it in the shitter?
Yes. A goofy, scary island where it's full of mystery and monsters and whatever.
Why didn't they sue?
Because there's so many weird island things. But it's full of these weird fish people. Whatever. Good chance for makeup effects, a good, these things, these productions where they make this stuff and then everyone get excited hey, Fangoria is coming tomorrow. They're gonna take some pictures and so make sure you get the makeup people out and I remember Darren Aronofsky talking about that. We're doing Requiem for a Dream, where Jared Leto's track mark wound that he has, like it's all infected. Fangoria came down to take pictures of stuff, because there's a lot of makeup effects on that because of Ellen Burstyn's stuff, and he was all excited like Fangoria's going to come and like take pictures and talk to us and stuff. So that's, yeah, anytime you have makeup effects on something, because that was their big thing, and that's why you could see why they died out, because once you get rid of the makeup effects, they're going to come down and take pictures of Andy Serkis with blue dots all over his face. Those aren't, you're not going to make a poster out of that, right?
Right.
Like, they don't care. They're not going to come down and take pictures of Snoke and put him on the cover, because it's not there. It's not there for us to see. So the magazine died, but now it's back because some stuff is back. There's a little bit of makeup back, right?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit, not enough. No lessons are being learned here.
I don't like Vecna.
You don't like the way he looks?
Yeah.
I like the way he looks. I don't think he was realized entirely. There's makeup going on there. You know
there is.
No, there is. You know what it is? It's that he's in an atmosphere of we were just talking about, of digital cinematography that isn't being created with lighting and film speed and f-stops. It's just make it a little dark, make it a little darker, make it a little bluer, make it a little greener, make it a little... When you put anything, you can put all this work into makeup and shit and costume and acting and sets, even if you have real sets. Once you throw it through the computer, you can take a massive shit on it, and then suddenly it's all for naught. Cinematography, forget CGI monsters, forget CGI backgrounds, forget all that stuff. Once you throw it through the computer and you start fucking with the color, it's all over.
I am the Guyver.